Homework 1.3. Okay? And this is questions 25 and 27. Okay? And it says here in 25 that we're given f of x is equal to 28.5x plus 45.6. Which function decreases the y-intercept by 20.3? So which function will, if you decrease the y-intercept, isn't this the y-intercept? Right? So if you decrease that by 20.3, what would that y-intercept be? So I take 20.3 away from 45.6, right? So I subtract 20.3 and I get what? 0.3. 25.3. So I look for the one that has 25.3. H. That's it. The reason why I have you guys doing these problems is this is a lot like the standardized test. Okay? You have to know these story problems. You have to know this multiple choice. They're going to ask you stuff that's kind of confusing. Alright? It'll always be kind of bass-ackwards. Okay? The way that they're asking you to do something. You have to know forwards and backwards, in other words, how to figure things out. Which transformation of, so 27, which transformation of f of x is equal to 1.5 x minus 1, so this could result in the graph shown. Okay? Now we look at this graph and we know that it changed from -1 to what? What is g of x here? What is g of x? So first of all, I have to know what my y-intercept is. So b is equal to what? 3. Good. Okay, so that's plus 3, right? And then what's my slope? 2. -1 over 2. -1 over 2. So that's my g of x right here. Okay? That's my g of x. This is my f of x. Wow, look at that. The slope became negative, right? The slope became negative. And what happened to the translation? Did it go up or down? No, not down. It went from -1 to positive 3. It went up 4, right? So we know it went up 4, right? And we know that the slope changed by a negative, right? So the factor would be a stretch of -1, right? The stretch of -1. So could it be a horizontal stretch? Could it be a vertical stretch? You know, so it's saying here vertical shift, and then they're like, well, hey, could it have been a reflection across the x-axis? I don't think so. Oh, it could have been. Yeah, it could have been a reflection across the x-axis, yeah? Let's see this. If we were like this, could it have been this? Or not across the x-axis, but against the y-axis? No, but against the x-axis, sorry. Could it have been a reflection? Right? Okay? So we could have reflected across the x-axis. And then what kind of shift would that be? Would it be a vertical shift? So this looks good. Reflection across x, reflection across x, reflection across x. So they want you to have a reflection across x. We know that. But if we reflect this across the x-axis, what's going to happen to that? Okay? That's going to bring it down to a negative what? This goes to the other side, which would be what? A negative 3, right? And we need to get it back to what did we need to get it to? A positive 3? Right? So if we shifted it up or down 2. Oh wait, that was a positive 3. We wanted to go, what did we say? Oh, wait. And so once we shift this across, it'd be at negative 1. Sorry about that. It'd be at negative 1, right? So we shift this across the x-axis. It'd be at negative 1, right? Or no, it'd be at negative 3. No, it's negative 1. Then we would have it be at negative 1 and go to 1. So 1 to go from 1 up to 3 would be a vertical up, right? So up, how many? From 1 to 3? 2. So we had to go up 2. So it's a vertical shift, 2 units up, and a reflection across the x-axis. Okay? So that gives us h. Does that make sense? So the first thing we notice is that this becomes from negative to positive, which means we have to flip across the x-axis, right? And once we see that, we're going, okay, let's flip it across the x-axis. I've got this f of x at negative 1, right? And it's up 1 over 2. Up 1 over 2, right? And it's this. And then what happens is it becomes this. Okay? And then what we want to do is shift it to where? To 3. So there.
Oh shit.
Right? So we're moving it up 2 after we reflected this across the x-axis. So reflection across the x-axis, and then shift up 2 more. And then now we got the graph that we have, that we're looking for. Does that make sense? Better sense? Okay? All right.